Well, that, everybody, is our guest today. That's his highlights reel from the last couple of years. We're very privileged to have him here today. His name is Jarryd Logan. Everyone will know him. He's the premier referee in the NHRU at the moment, and he's here for Ruck Off today. Jarryd, firstly, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for having me here today.
100 first-grade games this weekend. Congratulations on that. As a 17-year-old boy, how is that for you?
Well, I'm actually 30 this week, but...
are you serious?
I am serious.
Well, there you go. 30-year-old Jarryd Logan.
Yeah, no, 100 games, it's... it seems like it's taken a while, but we got there in the end.
It's quite an honour. You've been overseas, of course, playing cricket for a couple of years. No one picked you as a cricketer, more the netball type.
Yeah, no, cricket was probably my first love, but now rugby is sort of the focus now, especially having the 4 kids to run around on the weekend.
4 kids? That's
kids.
Amazing. That keeps you busy then, obviously?
Very busy, yes. Yeah.
On and off the field?
Yes.
Any plans for a 5th?
No, we're definitely finished now.
Definitely finished.
Yeah.
Have you had the snip?
No, not as yet. We're just taking a few more.
Very good. Just tie a knot in it, they say.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, it is your 100th game this weekend. We're happy to have you in the NHRU as a referee. Obviously, you've gone on. You've reffed some bigger stuff as well. What's your favourite moment of refereeing in the Hunter and, I guess, refereeing in general?
Probably we couldn't really split the 3 finals here in Newcastle. That was sort of something that you sort of work towards, I suppose, as you're coming up through the ranks. But the other 3 grand finals, they've all been decided by less than 5 points from memory, but they're probably 3 of the better games. Obviously a couple of Caldwell Cups now, which a step up, and probably the City Country game I did 3 years ago, which was that was the better games that I've been involved with.
I guess growing up, we all had photos on our wall of our favourite rugby players. Did you have Sandy McNeil on your wall as a poster?
I can't say that I did, no.
Grant?
No, definitely not Grant.
Nobody.
No.
I guess Specsavers involved with the referees this year. That's a good thing.
Yes. Yep. No, they're pretty good. They're helping us out financially pretty well. So I suppose we just got to promote them and yeah.
So what would you like to say about Specsavers? Are you using them at the moment?
No, I am not personally, but I know that Barney Collins is.
Very good.
He speaks highly of them.
Do you think you could get me a set of contact lenses which make me look like a tiger?
Oh, we could probably speak to Greg O'Donnell about that and see how we go, see what he's got up his sleeve.
Very good, very good. So getting onto the rugby side of things, the competition, it's pretty good this year. I guess players, we hear in the dressing sheds, the Hamilton Hawks, the Wanderers, they all listen to hip-hop and stuff. Do you listen to Blow My Whistle?
No, one of our referees, Sean McLeod, actually tried to make our theme song Sounds of Silence. I'm not sure what that was.
I'm sure plenty of people out there in a ruck-off world would love to hear a few sounds of silence. Of course, blowing the whistle takes a bit of technique. How did you get that technique?
Mine's probably more natural. I know that some of the other referees, like Drew and that, tend to practice in the bathroom before they get in the shower. So.
Are you serious?
Yeah. No.
How long goes into blowing the whistle? And is your wife happy that you're a very good whistleblower? Is there much tongue in the action?
No, I don't personally use much tongue, but I think some of the other referees do, yes.
You're more a mouth man?
Yes, definitely.
Very good. Well, we'll get to the games last week. There's a few good games. You refereed a quality match last week. The first game, I guess we're going to look at now on our Bar TV screens, is Nelson Bay versus the Waratahs. The Waratahs coming out winners 53-9, and the Waratahs, Jarryd, they look pretty good with these new players coming in. Second week in, they've had them. What do you think, mate?
Yeah, I did the Waratahs the week before against Lake Macquarie, and that Tian Lutz that's playing in the outside centre, he was pretty good, and from what I've heard, the halfback is not a bad acquisition as well. So I think they're going to keep building as the year goes on.
And it was a tough game out at Lake Macquarie. As we see the highlights here, a really tough game actually. A couple of big hits. 1 point in and at the end, Beaches came away with a victory thanks to one of the Delors. I'm not sure which one it was. There's about 50 of them out there. Yeah. Are you related to them?
No, I'm not personally related to them.
But of course you have had ties with the Southern Beaches clubs as a junior coming through.
Yes, I did play them. I played with one of them coming through. I'm not sure which one it was, but
they all look the same, really. I think they're the same person, just cloned.
Yeah.
As we see here, the winning try. And one thing of conjecture, I guess they moved their dressing sheds to Southern Beaches. They brought their pop-up tents and they went over the far side to get ready. So plenty of animosity between these two clubs. Be interesting the second round how they go. Uni versus Merriweather. This was an absolute flogging on campus, 69-8. I'm surprised Merriweather Carlton had a drinks break. They probably went to the bar on the hill at halftime just to celebrate early, maybe.
Yeah, I think they were. I think probably having Jay Strawn back helped them out a fair bit. A bit of pace out wide.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to see Hooker running out wide, as Jay Strawn normally does.
Yeah, definitely.
Playing in the number 2 jersey where he should be. Singleton versus Maitland. It was, I guess, back to Rugby Park Day. Big day up there. Their 50th anniversary proceedings kicked off. They named some teams as well, and there was the best one I like, the Thugs 15. So that's one after your own heart, Jared. All the players that have spent some time in the sin bin sent off. Johnny Evans, Gareth Payne was there.
Marty
Lasua, yeah, he was there. Yeah. All the big names.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Plenty of the refs have had nightmares over the years with some of them names, but
yeah, definitely. How do you practice your cards, by the way? Is it shuffling? Were you good at cards as a youngster?
No, I wasn't really that
Queen
good
of
at
Hearts,
cards. Just get them out there, get it up, and get rid of them.
Slice the cheese, nice one, very good. And then Wanderers versus Hamilton. Of course, you refereed this. You probably can't comment too much on it. It was a close game in the end, and these two sides definitely will be fighting it out come semi-final time. 25-20, the Hamilton side just getting over a very well-drilled Wanderers side.
Yes, no, it seemed to ebb and flow both ways. Both teams had their opportunities, but yeah, Hamilton got that lucky bounce at the end with that chip over the fullback. So, and Latai was there on the end of it to get the money.
Spoils, get the cherries, get the money.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. We didn't get a chance to catch up with the players after the game due to the very cold weather and that wind tunnel at number 2. But this is a shot of the overlord of Hamilton Hawks. He nearly lost his job on the weekend, Bubba Coleman. Well, there we go. Bubba Coleman, of course, away on country duties on the weekend. You're going to be refereeing or officiating in any capacity for the country stuff coming up. Bathurst is a big one.
I was down to do the city country game, but the ARU have said that the surface at the footy stadium isn't up to scratch, so they've moved the game, and Sydney now are officiating that game.
Yeah, wow. How do you feel about that? Have you got any messages to send out to anyone?
It's probably disappointing, really.
I'm disappointed for you.
Disappointing. It'd be, well, who knows if I'll even be around next year or still number 1. So would have been good to be there, but
who do you think will be number 1?
No, I'm not sure.
Do you think you'd win a fight out of you and Rob Delbo? I think you'd win.
Yeah, maybe not a fight, but maybe a running race.
Especially with those couple of extra kilos he seems to have acquired over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be drinking a few beers over in New Zealand while he's there at the moment too.
Very good. Lion Nathan getting a plug there as well by Jarryd Logan. You're all over it, mate. So this is a Rams low percentage play of the week, and this is a big one. He's one of our favourite players. It comes from the 3rd grade fixture out at Nelson Bay, and he's one of your favourite players. I know that. Big Nige with a big arm around the corner setting up the try, and here it is here. So now we're here for our top better around preview, of course, get in the game with our broadcast top better for all your weekly local tournaments, including rugby union, rugby league, and indeed the National Premier League soccer as well. And it's going to be a big round of rugby. It's round 8, University taking on Nelson Bay first up, and this is a close match between two of the, I guess, not lesser teams, but bottom of the table teams at the moment, Jared.
Yeah, I would say it's probably a good opportunity for either team to get a rare win up and maybe get a little bit of, I suppose, happiness back in their club. And
I know the university guys, they're always happy because they're on campus and loving life, and they've got a few things happening out there at university each week. So if you are involved in the club, get out there and have a look with Mark O'Brien. For me, I think University is going to be too strong for Nelson Bay. Nelson Bay really struggling at the moment with injuries and can't sort of get amongst it. Of course, we are live here in the Bar TV studios. The studio audience is doing well for us here. Lake Macquarie v Beaches was last week, so Lake Macquarie take on Singleton this week, and I believe there's a few injuries at Lake Macquarie, which I think Singleton might come away with a sneaky win here, Jared. I know you can't comment on the win, but how do you think the game's going to play out? It's going to be tough through the middle, but I think Singleton probably have them out wide at the moment.
Yeah, if they make the big boys move side to side, I think they'll definitely stay in the game for a longer period of time.
We're playing at Disneyland as well. I think kicking will be the key, and I think strategically Singleton might come away with this one against a side coached by Tim Chidgey, who predominantly plays straight through the middle on that one. So the big 3 matches coming up this weekend. We're going to start with Merewether versus the Waratahs. This is going to be an interesting match because the Waratahs, as we said, they've got a couple of extra players come in. Merewether Carlton now playing with a full strength side. These two sides, for me, I think are going to battle out for 4th and 5th this year. How do you think it's going to go, Jared? And who are the key players that you like to look out for in these matches?
Well, I would say Tiarn Lutz versus Strawn out wide will probably be...
that'll be the key, won't it?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if Strawn will be able to match that Tiarn's pace, but yeah.
Well, he's deceptively quick, and I know I like to give it to Jay Strawn a little bit, but he is probably one of the quickest players over 10 metres in this competition.
10 metres.
Very good. Up front's a big battle as well with Willie So and Merewether Carlton with Appy and a few of those guys. Big Wendell. They've got a big pack this year, and it's going to be, Waratah's going to come in thinking it's the old Merewether with a little pack, but they're going to be surprised in this match.
Yeah, no, Timmy Wolf's been pretty happy, pretty pleased with how the forward's been going, having spoke to him the other day. So
he doesn't get off the phone, does he, Tim Wolf? He probably rings you 4 times a day, does he?
Yeah, most weeks he does.
Yeah, same here. We love you, Wolfie. Very good. And the next one is Wanderers versus Southern Beaches. This is your match, so we won't even require a comment from you for this one, because obviously you're going to referee it free-flowing, fast, as it should be. Southern Beaches, I think they've got a little bit of momentum coming into this match, where Wanderers, they lost the match, and it'll be interesting to see how they go this year, coming back from a loss. I know that they are very experienced. They had the more experience against this Southern Beaches side. Michael Deloy is in fantastic form. They play a very good structure, a very flat structure, Wanderers, and it'll be up to the Southern Beaches. A bigger pack, I think, that could disrupt that early through the middle, which we saw Hamilton do quite well last week. And now the feature match, Hamilton versus Maitland. Now for me, this is almost a precursor to the grand final. These two sides, probably the form competition teams at the moment. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Maitland are probably the surprise packets, but they seem to be buying into what Hickling and McCormack are sort of trying to do up there, and I think it could be a preview, but I'd say a few of the other teams might have something to say about that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Josh McCormack, of course, he suffered a bit of an injury last week. I'm told he's okay though, which is fantastic news for the Maitland club. It's going to be a big match. It's our feature match on Bar TV, of course. Get in the game with Top Batter for all your free local tournaments for the chance to win that $200 in bonus cash as well. It's going to be a big game. That game, I think, for me, I'm tipping Maitland for the upset. Hamilton, I don't think, have the side to go through undefeated. They've had a bit of a mixed couple of weeks with the countryside, a couple of players injured as well. Jared, what do you think? Can you tip a winner?
No, I think it'd be a draw for me.
Play it straight. Nice work, and I guess all the best for your 100th game, mate. We're really proud of you here in the NHRU. I mean, not many players get to play 100 first grade games, let alone referee them. And I guess you'll be celebrating with your 5 friends after the match.
Yeah, with 2 touches on the referee coach. Yeah, we'll be up having a beer.
Yeah, very good. All the best, and thanks very much. And one last thing before we go, I give everyone the opportunity. Is there anyone in the competition you'd like to tell, go and get rucked or ruck off?
Oh, no, there's too many to name, but there's not one that I can think of.
There's not one significant person to get rucked. Anyway, get rucked. This is Ruck Off. It's round 8 this week. Get out to your local grounds. It's going to be a great round of rugby for the Rams NHRU 2016 Premiership. I'm Gareth Wozniak, and I'll see you next week.